Hey guys, it's postboxpat. I'm finally back making videos again. I'm free from COVID now, so I'm able to make them. I apologize for not making any at the start of the season. I've also made a storyline video, but I've delayed it to release tomorrow instead. So I thought I'd just do the map change video now because there is one new map change and a bunch of new items that have been added in today's minor update. So it's a little bit of a patch, kind of like a midweek patch. Obviously, we'll get the major update next week, but to start with, we have a brand new map change which has been added in today's update, and it is this building here we are looking at. Not this one here next to it. So this is the new building. This is actually for one of the Piper Pace's NPC spawn spots, and she'll spawn in here with her unique car, which you can find in here as well in game. And there's a few like little map changes in here. This building's changed entirely. It's lovely. It's just basically a house, but it's been updated, and it's a map change which no one's really picked up on. So feel free to come and check this place out. Obviously, it's related to Pizza Pit. You know that already, and Pizza Pit lives across the way as well. I'll show you guys that. I didn't really show that in my map change video last time, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. And that's basically the new building. So yeah, just come and check it out when you can. And obviously the Pizza Pit as well, which we didn't really mention in the previous video because the last map change video was just like an overview of everything new in the season, but I'll just quickly mention it now before we jump onto the weapons. Yes, this is a brand new store which was added at the start of the season. You're probably already aware of it. It goes with the Battle Pass skin. It's pretty awesome. Definitely worth coming to take a look at. It's funny how they have like Der Burger bins, even though it's a Pizza Pit restaurant. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but it looks like they're supplying their bins from Der Burger. Anyway, we don't really want to talk too much about the assets used in here, but it's pretty cool, and it's just one worth mentioning because this used to be the like octopus thing. I can't remember what it was, but it used to be here. So yeah, it's no longer there, and Pizza Pit is there now, replacing that stuff, which is kind of neat. It's good that they actually added some map changes here at Slappy, which I kind of like, and we didn't really pick up on them that much anyway from the start. Anyway, let's jump into some weapon gameplay and show you guys some. Okay, so the new guns have been added in today. There are two new weapons, which is the EMP grenades and obviously the sticky grenade launcher, which is pretty cool. So the sticky grenade launcher does 10 damage on impact and then does around 70 to 80 depending on the rarity on explosion. I think it's 70 with the legendary and less with the other version. And obviously the EMPs, which we'll check out in a second. We'll get the exact damage stats as we use them here. So throw it on his turret over here in his combat situation, and let's see if we can use our EMP on this geezer. So you can see the EMP does an absolute ton of damage to player's shield and can almost wipe it with 2 grenades. That's pretty good if you're playing zero build. It's super effective at eliminating shield only, but it only does damage to shield. It doesn't do damage to players if they have no shield, so only use it if they've got a shield. It can also disable electronics, and I'll show you guys a really cool tip with it. So 10 damage there and 70 on the explosion, so 80 overall with this. It's not that good, this explosive weapon, but if you can get direct hits of it, it's pretty good. I guess it's more effective on the build mode. Here in the no build mode, it's quite hard to hit, but it does decent. And I'm actually using one of the new augments, which actually gives you 2 EMPs every time you get an elimination, and it gives you a turret as well when you first use it. So what's really cool about these new shield breaker EMPs is you can use them on these vending machines and get an absolute ton of gold. Each time you use it, you get like 100 to 150. I've been doing this for quite a while today, just playing on here, having some fun using it, and just basically farming up and just getting a bunch of gold. I don't have much gold. I don't usually farm gold. When I got some time, I popped in today, managed to farm a bunch up and get these working. Now, if you're wondering why aren't these in my creative maps or anything, they're not actually in creative just yet. But when they do get added into creative, I will add them into Toy Box and all of my other creative maps which are active. So make sure you guys do play them when it does go live. I'll let you guys know. It'll probably be next Tuesday in the next update when they get added to creative. And hopefully we get some more items in creative as well. I'll let you guys know when they're in Toy Box. But yeah, don't forget to keep playing Toy Box to level up as quickly as possible. It's been helping me level up a lot. I've managed to get an absolute ton of levels from it so far, so hopefully you guys can get, I think I've got about 60 levels so far, so it's pretty good for it, seeing I've not played too much this season, so I'm pretty happy with that. Then obviously here's the grenade launcher at range. You can see it's not that effective. It's okay, it's difficult to hit. The accuracy on it's not very good. Even if you zoom in, it doesn't really give you any different on the zoom in. So generally speaking, it's an alright weapon, but it's probably better just to hip fire like I'm doing there. And for some reason I glitch out here when I use this. I don't know what causes me to lag back like that, but I do lag back and I get taken out. The next topic I want to mention is the 2 or 3 new augments. One's a reappearance of one, but let me just show you guys these and tell you what they are. So first off, we have the explosive surplus, which is when explosions aren't enough, add more explosions. After activating the explosion surplus reality augment, you'll instantly gain rocket ammo from containers, which is pretty cool. Which is kind of cool. You basically get more ammo using your sticky launcher, so I think that's pretty decent. Hopefully it'll be good if you want to use the sticky launcher more. Then obviously the high voltage one is one I mentioned before, where you instantly gain a business turret and EMP grenades, and obviously every time you get an elimination you gain additional grenades. You gain 2 in total. Also, the Storm Chaser augment's pretty cool. This one is actually really effective because it basically allows you to run for longer, reduces the amount of energy drain while sprinting, but also it drains even less when you're in the storm. So it's super effective. If you're chasing the storm, or rather running away from the storm, it's a thrill enough. The roaming redeploy augment has also been unvaulted. That's the one where you can glider redeploy whenever you gain immunity to fall damage, so like zip lines and that. So that's a pretty cool augment as well, which has made an appearance back as well. And the other topic I want to mention is quite an interesting one. It actually talks about Season 5, because there's been rumors going around that apparently Season 5 will be a season in this chapter. The season shouldn't end on Season 4. We talk more about this in tomorrow's storyline video, which kind of dives into more detail on this topic alone by looking at the storyline and kind of like the outline for this season. But it just doesn't make sense to end the season here with the current storyline. It just kind of is just going to flow nicely into where we want to be Season 5. We've got the Halloween event, and they can't just end the season straight after the Halloween event. There'll have to be more of a conclusion, because the Halloween event will be more focused towards selling Fortnite cosmetics and stuff, and then obviously it'll have the ending of the season, which will probably tie into another season and then end. Now, I could be wrong, because we have seen a Halloween event and the season end in the past. We've seen it with the last two, to be honest, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to add up. It seems too short, the season, to fit all that in, because the season is a little bit shorter, running to around November, start of November. So obviously there's that extra month there where they'll do Season 5, probably till, I reckon, Christmas, the end of Christmas, or even January. And then once everyone's had their like Christmas stuff, then they'll end the season either mid-January or the start of January, or even into February, depending on what they have planned with like the Lego stuff, which people are talking about. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. We've not heard anything about the Lego stuff yet, and just looking at it from like a marketing point of view, if you're going to announce the Lego toys, they've got to be released in November, because people need to buy them for Christmas presents. So generally speaking, we're probably going to get the Lego stuff at the start of Season 5, and then maybe the Christmas event, and then the ending of the storyline. That's probably what I would look at as like a marketing point of view, like trying to get as many sales as possible for Fortnite alone with the toys. That's probably what they're aiming for, because obviously the toy sales will fall into that Christmas period. If they announce it and release it in the start of November, then you've got all of November and December to highlight and buy the toys in, and stores to get them stocked ready for Christmas. Even that's still running it a little bit late, but from what I've spoke to with people that work in toy shops or have in the past, November, the start of November is like the crucial period where everything's getting in and ready to be sold for Christmas. So it kind of makes sense, and I know that's completely weird and a random topic to talk about here on the channel, but obviously it's important because it lines up with the Fortnite Season 5 storyline, and obviously the release of the Lego toys if it does happen. But it's rumored to happen, so we can only hope that it does. By the way, the background gameplay which you've been watching is my new tilted prop punt upgraded meme version. This is a brand new version inside of UEFM, which uses new sounds, new assets. Obviously you can hide as the memes, so yeah, feel free to play it with the code on screen if you want to. I haven't really advertised it too much, but it's worth just letting you guys know that I've been working on this and I've been enjoying playing it. So if you guys like prop punts, you like tilted towers, then give it a go. See you guys in there. Peace.